Hey everyone, welcome to my second series involving Eternal Return. In this series, I aim to create a unique dish that is inspired by a character in the game. Using their lore, personality, aesthetics, and moveset, I plan to make a recipe that just encapsulates it all. The first test subject in this series is, to no one's surprise, Yuki. Yuki is my main character in the game, so of course I had to make a dish for him first. Yuki is a Japanese high school student and a member of his school's kendo club. His main weapons in the game are the two-handed sword and dual swords. So I felt the perfect dish for him was a sushi roll. I chose a sushi because he is Japanese, and I chose a sushi roll to play on the fact that he is a sword user. Before I start, I'd like to remind you that I stream all of my cooking that you see here on YouTube, plus other recipes, and I stream Eternal Return gameplay on Twitch. Check out my socials down below in the description. I will explain further each ingredient choice as I go through the recipe, so without further ado, let's begin. The first step is to handle the rice. Instead of typical white rice, I decided to use black rice. I chose this because I wanted to capture Yuki's outfit, which is an all black Japanese school outfit. He doesn't have much white on his outfit. Pour the rice into a rice cooker and wash the rice a few times to remove the starch. Then fill with an equal amount of water, or if you're like me, until it reaches the halfway point of your finger. Set in the rice cooker and let it go while we work on the other ingredients. The main ingredient for the inside of the roll will be shrimp tempura. The reason why I chose this? I just like shrimp tempura. You're free to use other options such as raw tuna, salmon, unagi, crab, etc, etc. The method to making shrimp tempura is relatively simple. To prepare the shrimp, flatten the shrimp if needed, lightly coat the shrimp with cornstarch. This will help the batter stick to the shrimp. For the batter, mix 1 cold egg with cold water, then mix in all-purpose flour. Do not overmix the batter, it's okay for it to be lumpy. Think similarly to pancake batter. Coat the shrimp in the tempura batter, then fry in 350 degrees Fahrenheit oil. Fry the shrimp in batches for about 2 minutes, then place on a paper towel lined plate to soak up some of the excess oil. I've handled the inside of the sushi, now let's tackle the topping of the sushi roll. I wanted to simulate the visuals of Yuki's ultimate, coup de grace, on top of the sushi roll. To accomplish this, we'll need raw salmon. I found out that after making this recipe that tuna would have been a better option visually since it's more red and pink, but either options work, so pick whichever fish you prefer. Cube the salmon and then place the salmon cubes into a food processor. Pulse the fish a few times until it becomes a chunky paste. Try not to overprocess and lose out on all that texture. Move the fish to a bowl and add Japanese mayo and sriracha. Combine and then set aside in the fridge until assembly time. One final step before assembly. In a small saucepan on medium heat, add rice wine vinegar, salt, and sugar together. Stir to combine and dissolve the sugar and salt, then take it off the heat to cool. Once cooled, add the mixture to the black rice, which I've moved to a bowl, and combine. This will not only season the rice, but will also add moisture to help the rice stick together during the rolling process. Here I have a plastic wrapped sushi rolling mat. Place down a sheet of nori and then spread the rice around and push it towards the edges. With the size of my nori, I'm doing 2 shrimp tempura to fit the length. I'm adding 2 pieces of cream cheese to go along with the shrimp tempura. You could also do other options such as cucumber or avocado as well. Once the fillings have been placed, hold the ingredients in place using your fingers, then roll the sushi from the bottom to almost the top of the nori sheet. Then readjust and roll the mat to completely enclose the sushi. Assure the roll is secure before moving on. I'm cutting off the ends before adding the topping, but this is optional. On the main piece of the sushi roll, layer the spicy salmon mixture on top, then top it with 3 edible pink flowers. And there we have it, the Yuki inspired dish. I hope that this dish has properly represented the various aspects of Yuki, and I did it justice. This will be an interesting series, and it'll be interesting to see what I come up with for the various test subjects. I hope y'all enjoyed. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share this video. Let me know who you want me to make a dish for in the future. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.